Poetry, Icse results, CBSE boards, these are certain things which always keep pricking our minds when we are in class grades 9th, 10th, 11th or 12th, right? So to solve this issue, at least for English to be more precise, let's begin with the poem Abou Ben Adhem from Treasure Hunt for ICSE 10th. Alright, so this poem is based on Ibrahim Ben Adhem. This was the true name of the person who's named as Abou Ben Adhem later on. So the real name was Ibrahim Ben Adhem, who is a Muslim saint and a Sufi mystic. This poem was written in 1834 by Leigh Hunt, and it concerns a pious Middle East sheikh who finds the love of God to have blessed him. So this is all about Ibrahim Ben Adhem, who's also popularly known as Abou Ben Adhem. So this poem is all about the love and compassion and empathy that you have for your mankind. Okay, the Sufi sons finds his true love for God in serving the mankind. All right. So let's go towards this poem line by line, which is a very simple poem. Okay, it's a very simple poem, but it has a very deep meaning and a very deep message that it's reflected in the poem. Let's get started. We read the poem first. Abou Ben Adhem by Leigh Hunt. Abou Ben Adhem, may his tribe increase, awoke one night from a deep dream of peace, and saw within the moonlight in his room, making it rich and like a lily in bloom, an angel writing in a book of gold. Exceeding peace had made Ben Adhem bold, and to the presence in the room he said, "What writest thou?" The vision raised its head, and with a look made of all sweet accord, answered, "The names of those who love the Lord." "And is mine one?" said Abou. "Nay, not so," replied the angel. Abou spoke more low, but cheerly still, and said, "I pray thee then, write me as one that loves his fellow men." The angel wrote and vanished. The next night it came again with a great awakening light, and showed the names whom love of God had blessed, and lo, Ben Adhem's name led all the rest. So this is a short and sweet poem written by Leigh Hunt, praising Abou Ben Adhem or Ibrahim Ben Adhem, who was a Muslim saint or a Muslim sheikh. For him, the love for God began with the love for his fellow men. All right, let's go with the line-by-line explanation. Increase. So see, the fact that the poem is starting with the name of the protagonist, and the poem is titled with the name of the protagonist itself shows how emphatically is the poet impressed by this particular person. And the beginning of the poem itself says, "May his tribe increase," as if, blessing, just say Hindi mein bolte hai na, tum jeete raho, phalo phulo, that kind of a thing. So his tribe increase. It's not about his family to be increased, it's not about his clan to be increased, it's about his tribe. Tribe yahan pe means his type of people. The group of people who are like Abou Ben Adhem. They should increase. The number of such people is, should be increased. ऐसे लोगों की बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरत है आजकल world में. So that's why they say Abou Ben Adhem, may his tribe increase. Like he gets this blessing by the poet, and then awoke one night from a deep dream of peace. एक रात वो सो रहा था, and he awoke from a deep dream of peace. Deep dream of peace means, peace का मतलब he is very lucky, he is very fortunate to have a peaceful life, to have a peaceful night, to have a peaceful sleep. क्योंकि उसने ऐसा कोई गलत काम ही नहीं किया अपनी पूरी लाइफ में that he gets, restless nights or sleepless nights. So he's a person who's very close to mankind, who's very affectionate to everybody. Throughout his life, whatever he has been doing, he's only been doing for the betterment of the human clan. So इसलिए रात में जब ऐसा इंसान सोता है ना, he always sleeps a peaceful sleep. Okay, so this person, यहाँ पे भी dream of peace का emphasis, यहाँ पे significance यही है that he was free from any guilt of doing any wrong to anybody else. So he was a saint in the true sense of the term. So Abu one night awoke from a deep dream of peace. बहुत ही deep sleep में था वो, and he was enjoying the dream of peace. And he awoke and saw within the moonlight in his room, making it rich and like a lily in bloom. So there was moonlight falling into his room. You know, this is the dramatic imagery that's been created here कि वो रात में सो रहा है, सोते सोते बहुत अच्छे से dreams देख रहा है, and सोते सोते उसको अपने room में he wakes up all of a sudden and he sees that his room is filled with the moonlight, and the moonlight has been compared to a blooming lily flower. Lily flower is, you know, it has a very pleasant fragrance there. So it is said to be compared to the moonlight here. Within the moonlight in his room, making it rich and like a lily in bloom. It's a simile. The poetic device which is being used over here is a simile क्योंकि like term का use किया गया है. So moonlight is being compared to the flower lily. So like the lily flower spreads its fragrance all around and makes the atmosphere pleasant, in the same way the moonlight which was coming inside the room of Abou Ben Adhem also made the atmosphere pleasant, and saw an angel writing in a book of gold. So supernatural element has been added over here when they talk about the angels. You know, angels are the messengers of God. So यहाँ पे it's being said that when Abou Ben Adhem got up from his dream of peace, he saw in his moonlit beautiful room, he saw an angel writing in the book of gold. Book of gold यहाँ पे signifies, you know, the gold means precious. Okay, it's a precious metal. यहाँ पे book of gold means spiritual as well as materialistic life, spiritual and materialistic wealth. तो उसकी यहाँ पे significance है with the help of this gold book. So they say he was writing in the gold book, exceeding peace had made Ben Adhem bold. Exceeding peace, extreme peace. उसकी life में सिर्फ peace ही peace था. He was not at all guilty of any wrong. He was not, you know, he didn't have the burden of any sins that he had committed, of any, you know, anything that he did wrong to anybody else. So there was extreme peace in his life, and that extreme peace had made him bold. इसका मतलब ये हुआ, bold means confident. He was not afraid of anything. He was not afraid of anybody. So when he saw the angel in his room, it was not that he was afraid or he was anxious, but he very normally saw the angel and being bold, and to the presence in the room he said, presence यहाँ पे कौन था? Presence किसकी थी? Presence angel की presence थी. So to the presence in the room, यानी वो angel जो उनके room में present था, he asked him, what writest thou? What do you write here in this book? The vision raised its head. The vision यहाँ पे, the image that was there, the angel who was there, who raised his head while writing, he raised his head, and with a look made of all sweet accord. Accord means nature. So in a very amicable nature, in a very amicable form, in a very beautiful, friendly way, in a very sweet form, the angel replied, the names of those who love the Lord. So Abou Ben Adhem had asked him कि आप क्या लिख रहे हो इस book में, the book of gold. So very sweetly the angel replied that I'm writing the name of all those people who love the Lord. And is mine one? Said Abu. Nay, not so. And is mine one? Abu is asking, अच्छा मेरा नाम भी है क्या इस list में? The angel replies, no, not yet. It's not yet there. Replied the angel. Abu spoke more low, but cheerily still, and said, I pray thee then, write me as one that loves his fellow men. So अबू को ये सुन के मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा शॉक नहीं हुआ, या बहुत ज़्यादा he was not very sad to listen that his name is not there in the list of the people who love the Lord. So his voice was low, but still he was cheerful enough. You could hear the cheer, you could hear the happiness in his voice. And very cheerfully he replied, I pray thee, I request you, then write me as one that loves his fellow men. तो ठीक है, अगर मेरा नाम उन लोगों में नहीं है, it's not there in the list who love the God or love the Lord, so please put at least put my name in the list of people who love his fellow men. यानी मेरे जैसे इंसानों को मैं love करता हूँ, उस list में at least मेरा नाम लिख दो. Okay, so he says at least my name should be there in that list, because he feels that okay fine, वो love for God अगर उनको लगता है मेरा कम है, so but I'm sure that my love for human beings, my love for my fellow men is not less than anything else. So he was confident and he asked the angel to write his name in the other list. What do you think this shows about the Sufi saint? Abou Ben Adhem was a person who really loved human race. Okay, so he did not discriminate between big or small, old or poor, rich or poor. He loved everybody equally. And uski wajah se, love for mankind gives you the strength to love the Lord. It's nothing less than loving Lord. Okay, so he says कि ठीक है, मुझे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता अगर मेरा नाम उस लिस्ट में नहीं है where which is made for loving the God, but at least I'm sure that my love for human beings is nothing less than being mentioned in the list. So at least मेरा नाम वहाँ पे डाल दें. Let's see what happens. The angel wrote and vanished. ठीक है, the angel did as instructed by Abou Ben Adhem. उसका नाम डाल दिया in the list of people who love the mankind, and he vanished. Vanished मतलब disappeared. The next night it came again with a great awakening light. अगली रात में again the angel came with a great awakening light, again with the same form, with the same vision that was created, the same light that was there. So angels को हमेशा imagine किया जाता है ना with a halo there. So with the यहाँ पे halo को describe किया जा रहा है with the moonlight in the room. So significance of the moonlight is that the room is lit up by positivity of the angel's appearance. So the angel next night again came with a great awakening light and showed the names of whom love of God had blessed. और next night आके उन्होंने क्या list दिखाई? List of people who have been blessed by God. Okay. पहले दिन he came with the list of people who loved God. Now he came back with the list of people who is loved back by God. It's a big thing. And lo, and look, Ben Adhem's name led all the rest. इस list में Abou Ben Adhem का नाम was on the top. He was the name who led the rest. Yani he was the leader of that list. This is the small little poem written by Leigh Hunt, and this poem is small enough for you to understand the meaning, but big enough for you to understand the significance. All right, so this poem teaches us about the love of human race, the love of the Lord, and what the world is made up of, or what the world is made for, basically. So, in other words, the poet is just trying to say, if you love your fellow mates, if you love your, people around you, in itself is enough to love God. And agar aap aisa karte hain, then God himself loves you as well, and loves you more than those people who pretend to love the Lord, the people, who at least maybe unknowingly also hurt human beings around them in the race of loving God. Okay, so even if you think that you are doing nothing to show your love to God, at least do everything that you can to show your love to human beings, because that is more important than anything else. So the theme of the poem is love. Love for human beings, love for God, love for your friends, love for your people in the family, love for your relatives, love for everybody, love thy neighbor. So this is a particular poem by Leigh Hunt, which is a beautiful example of imagery being created with moonlit night and with supernatural elements of the angels being there. So this poem is a reflection. There are a couple of poetic devices that have been used there, which I have also mentioned. We've been using the imagery here. We've been using the simile with the use of like. Okay. Alright, and with this we come to an end with this particular poem, but don't forget guys, I'm going to complete the entire board syllabus, ICSE board syllabus first, and gradually I'll quickly move down to CBSE English board syllabus as well, because I don't want anybody who's in this race to get 100% marks in English in their boards exams should be lagging behind. Alright. And very soon I'll be doing, at least obviously before your exams, much before your exams, I'll be doing the question answers round also. I'll be doing some worksheets also on these particular chapters once the entire syllabus is over. So in case you want to be updated, so don't forget to subscribe, because I'll be doing the question answers. I'll be doing some particular worksheets also in the days to come before the boards exam. So at least the board, all the ICSE and CBSE students are 100% sure and prepared for their English exams before their boards arrive, and at least if I am even a part of helping them score 100%, I'll feel I am blessed. My work would be done. So don't forget to subscribe to be updated about the upcoming videos, and of course about the upcoming worksheets that we'll be doing, because now not much time is left. All right, thank you so much. Keep watching Learnergize. Thank you. Bye bye. All the best.